Alright, I figured I'd show you all this. This is my, I call it my Delta Elite clone. This is 10 millimeter. If you guys watch Plowboy, you know he loves the 10 millimeter cartridge. Thinks it's the best bear cartridge around. I'm not even sure, but I think Plowboy said this would be good for elephants too. But like I said, I know he really, really loves this 10 millimeter cartridge. I built this on an 80% lower. Uh, I always loved the Colt Delta Elite. I added these emblems. I got them. I don't remember where I got them, but I added them to the grips. I like the feel of it. Some guys don't like this beaver tail grip safety. I do. I think this gun was, these were developed in the 80s, if I remember right. First time I seen one was in a gun magazine, and I thought, man, I really want one of them. This has got a bull barrel, full-length stainless steel guide rod. It doesn't have the bushing in the end because of that bull barrel. It's got a fiber optic front sight, white dots on the rear sight. Makes it real easy to find sight picture on this. This has a factory Colt Delta Elite recoil spring in it, hammer spring. I did lighten up the trigger, polished it and all that. A lot of guys have had problems with the frames cracking on these. I have hundreds and hundreds of rounds through this thing. One of the big things that I heard that caused the cracks in the frames was people trying to lighten the recoil spring and lighten the hammer spring on these because of the fact that they do, 10 millimeter does recoil pretty good. The frames were prone to crack. And the two ways to fix that were, if I can get the, there we go. One was to cut this on the frame completely out. That's what Colt did with the Delta Elite. The other thing is, run that heavy recoil spring and run that heavy hammer spring. It actually slows the frame or the slide down quite a bit, so it's not just hammering. So, like I said, I don't fire hot rounds through this. I fire factory loads through it. Keep the heavy recoil spring in it. Keep the heavy hammer spring in it. Yeah, it's not going to be a race gun that way, but it'll keep your slide from cracking. Other than that, I don't know who the parts were made by. I built this. Literally, I bought the barrel. Then I bought the slide. I bought the frame and machined it out. And I just literally bought every part individually on this, and then I put it together when I had all the parts. Other than that, that's about it. I'll try and get a video shooting this. When I bought this, built this, I bought the stainless steel slide and machined it, or frame, but the slide was blued. So I did nickel plate the slide. Gives it, the slide shinier than the frame. I could polish the frame, but it don't bother me that much. I mean, you can see the shine on the slide. I like it. It works good for me. If you got any questions, throw it in the comments. Plowboy, I figured you'd appreciate this if you see it, because like I said, I know the 10 millimeter is your all-time favorite cartridge for everything. So, and it is what it is. But of the semi-automatic cartridges, the 10 millimeter is by far my absolute favorite semi-automatic cartridge. There's other cartridges I like better than 10 millimeter, but it's my all-time favorite semi-automatic pistol cartridge. I know a lot of people don't like 1911s, but just the way the 1911 feels, fits my hand and everything else. As far as semi-automatics go, I really love the 1911 platform. So like I said, if you got any questions, throw them in the comments, and hope everybody has a good day.